Welcome to My World of Tomorrow, an inspiring new movement where we'll look ahead to the future of technology and how it will transform our lives in the years to come. Right now, join us as we discover a new way to drink to your health. Meet the next generation of humanoid robot, and we find out how advanced technology is giving a new kind of vision to the blind. Held in Johannesburg from the 16th to the 18th of October, My World of Tomorrow is a unique event where we'll explore all this and more.
Today, on My World of Tomorrow, we find out how molecular science is changing our drinking habits. Explore the way revolutionary robot technology is advancing the field of disaster relief. Travel to San Francisco and India for a different perspective on technology for the visually impaired, as well as take a look behind the scenes at the My World of Tomorrow speakers.
Have you ever wondered what your drink would say to you if it could talk? Would it tell you to go easy on the coffee? Or maybe swap that soft drink for a smoothie? Well, a group of specialized industrial designers in California were wondering the same thing. So, they developed a unique cup that will answer all these questions and more. Let's take a look.
In my later years in college, I started working at a laboratory that was focused on integrating computers into everyday objects. So different people at the lab were putting computers into different things. I wanted to put a computer into one of the most ubiquitous objects in the history of the human race, which to me was the beverage vessel.
The vessel is a cup that automatically knows what's inside and tracks everything that you drink. We know that consumption is a huge, tracking your consumption is a huge trend, and we want to make sure that we provide products and experiences that are seamless. And so, you pour a Coke or a Pepsi into the vessel, it knows automatically what it is, how many calories, fats, sugars, protein, sodium, pretty much everything about that product at a molecular level. And so what that really does is empowers consumers to understand what they're consuming throughout the day and make healthier choices in real time as they use the product, they understand what they're consuming.
We created the sensor in-house and built it completely from the ground up. So it's a proprietary new technique. And the sensor that we created is a sensor that analyzes at the molecular level what's inside the vessel. There's information that's displayed right on the vessel in itself. So on the vessel, you'll see, let's just say, sure, I'm drinking coffee, right? And so it's gonna show me the caffeine that is currently inside the vessel. And it's also going to show me the caffeine that I've consumed throughout the entire day. All of that information is being sent to the mobile app. So and on the mobile app, that's when you're going to be able to see, multiple nutrients all at once, your dailies, your weeklies, your monthlies, and some more high fidelity information.
The excitement about this product is it can actually change a lot of lives, and it can promote health. And it can make a huge impact on people's lives. That basically makes this product in a unique position and as far as health and lifestyle point of view.
For us, health is a huge issue, and internally we want to make sure that we're healthy. We are focused on helping consumers get healthier, and through understanding what you're consuming, that's a great way to do that.
There's so many startups, so many ideas around, especially in this valley, but the holy grail of that challenge is to scale up the product to the world-class manufacturing that you can fulfill all the supplies.
We are going to be empowering people to, do something else. We'll be empowering people with a certain type of information, whatever that may be, but it's going to be information that I think is going to empower them to make whatever best decision it's going to be in real time, because I think that's going to better people's lives.
Vessel's unique molecular tracking technology is our first taste of how everyday items will one day be able to record every aspect of our lives in real time, keeping us seamlessly connected to the world around us wherever we go.
There's no telling how far the uses of real-time tracking technology will go. Soon, our fridges could become dietitians. Our wristwatches could warn us about any food allergies. And cutlery, well, that might even keep an eye on our calorie intake. Now, it's one thing for a cup to track our daily hydration, but a team in South Korea is really pushing the boundaries of artificial sentience with their revolutionary new humanoid robot.
We travel to the Hubo lab in South Korea, where a team of robotics researchers and developers are designing an advanced humanoid robot as their entry into the prestigious DARPA Robotics Challenge.
Humanoid robot means robot looks like human and moves like a human. We started from Hubo year 2004. At the beginning, the Hubo is just behaved like a human. It is not quite functional and very heavy. And after that, we built Albert Hubo, and his face looked like Albert Einstein, so his name is coming from Albert Einstein. And he could express emotion through his facial movement. There is a big difference with the original Hubo. And Hubo 2 becomes lighter and faster. And so it weighs only 45 kilograms with full batteries and cases.
The DARPA Robotics Challenge is designed to be extremely difficult. Teams representing some of the most advanced robotics research organizations in the world converge to develop the human-machine control interfaces that will enable their robots to complete a series of tasks relevant to disaster response.
The robot is supposed to solve actual problem in real man-made disaster. For example, like a nuclear power plant shutdown type things. And in that situation, nothing is provided for robot. Robot have to use the tools and environment as human did. So he has to drive in real car with his hands and maneuver the accelerator and brake by his own foot, and he could see the environment by his own eye. It's a very hard task for the robot. So no robot could perfectly do that kind of task at this moment, but we are challenging. So for us, original Hubo is not designed to maneuver such kind of tasks. So for the DRC challenge, we modify our Hubo robot to name DRC Hubo. So it becomes stronger, has much strength, and a little bit taller and long arms. The proportion is quite far from humans. It's not no more than anthropomorphic the shape, but it does have something more physical strength and physical functionality to solve their problems. No robot at this moment is living together with human yet, but the old robotist is trying to search the way to utilize our robot in real life to help people and for the better life for the people. More people could use Hubo platform for their own purposes.
In a world where earthquakes, floods, and other natural disasters are still a reality, it goes without saying how useful this kind of robotic technology could be. Africa alone is victim to many such events, where Hubo 2 could certainly come to the rescue. If you would like to know more about this and many other inspiring technologies on the horizon, visit mwhatafrica.com or follow us on Twitter at MWO2M. We'll be right back with more incredible innovations and revolutionary technology after the break. There's no denying that technology is the key to unlocking our true potential. Just as Hubo 2 is evolving our ability to navigate disaster situations, so too is breakthrough technology guiding the way for the visually impaired. San Francisco Airport is seeing the world through new eyes. With advanced location-aware technology to help the visually impaired find their way around the airport.
San Francisco Airport has introduced Bluetooth-activated beacons in its public areas that act as an interactive indoor mapping and real-time navigation system for the visually impaired.
As a blind person arriving back in San Francisco, I want to know, where's the ATM? Where's my baggage? Where can I get a cup of coffee? And what's the route to ground transportation? So that was the beginning of our interest in finding new ways that blind people could get around independently and gracefully. It's actually very simple. Come down the plane, come down the ramp. I turn on an app on, in this case, my iPhone, and it starts talking to me and it tells me what's around me. I can select what I'm interested in. Maybe I'm only interested in where the baggage is. So it will say where to get to my baggage, tell me which ways to turn, and then even down to the level of your bags are on Terminal 4, Carousel 3. And I'll go exactly there and it will guide me to that point. For about 10 years now, blind people have been able to use outside GPS. As we walk around, it can tell us what streets we're going to, plan a route for us, just as you use in your cars. But once you're indoors, anywhere, you lose that GPS signal. And so what's different about this is now the San Francisco Airport is the most densely packed area in the world where hundreds of GPS transmitters let us know within just a few feet of where we are and what's around us.
So the way that it works is we installed a series of these beacons. There's about 500 of these beacons installed in this terminal, and this terminal is where we're testing this process. All of these beacons emit a Bluetooth signal. And essentially the way this process works is the mobile application picks up these Bluetooth signals and it uses the combination of signals to orient itself, to understand where it is in the terminal. So then what we did is we had our programmers take each beacon and correlate that beacon to everything that is around it. Every power outlet, every coffee shop, every ticket counter location, so that the beacons now align to points of interest throughout the terminal.
It's just been an amazing experience, and I'm so excited that my local airport has decided to step up, because it's not going to just stop with blind and low vision people. There's so much potential for this application to serve people who speak different languages and need access to what's around them in their own language. So it's pretty amazing.
What we've seen in just the last 4 months between the Lighthouse and the city of San Francisco is as nimble as Silicon Valley ever gets. From idea to execution to something that's socially responsible with enormous benefit. And we love that the airport has that kind of agile, quick, creative innovation in its spirit. And when we talk to the blind and when we talk to other user communities, great things can happen, and I think this indoors navigation is one of the best examples of that.
Using the latest in Bluetooth and smartphone technology, San Francisco Airport's innovative navigational technology is taking air travel for the visually impaired to new heights.
It's this kind of universally accessible technology that promises a future where smart, safe travel is for everyone, no matter who you are or where you're going. However, San Francisco Airport is not the only company that is focusing on technology for the visually impaired. AssistTech has taken the next step in providing new, safer technology to help them find their way.
AssistTech is an India-based company focused on creating innovative products to assist those with special needs. The smart cane uses ultrasound technology to transform the ubiquitous white cane, used by millions of visually impaired people all over the world, into an advanced navigation device.
We have a group called AssistTech, which actually is assistive technology, and we are focusing on various challenges faced by visually impaired for their mobility and education. These are the two focus areas for us. So the smart cane basically is an ultrasonic ranging device. Ultrasonic is like acoustic waves, which are at a higher frequency than audible frequency, which are actually transmitted and an echo is received. And this time between the transmission and the echo reception gives you the distance, looking at the velocity of sound. There was a clear need for a product where, when the people are walking on the streets, they can find obstacles which do not have much footprint on the ground, which can hit them. It could be a tree branch. The tree trunk is outside the footpath, but the branch actually sticks onto the pedestrian pathway.
I used to bang into my cane bang into the trees or the cars. Then I'll get to know that the car is standing. The smart cane easily, from 2 to 3 meters, I can easily track that some obstacle is there.
So this was projected as a very key need from our people whom we are interacting with, and that's how we started on this project.
The smart cane mimics the capabilities of bats, using sonar to detect objects in the surrounding environment. Ultrasound waves are sent out, and when they return to the cane, it vibrates on the relevant side to warn of obstacles ahead. Different patterns and intensities let the user know how far away an object is.
We are signing up with channel partners all across the country. We are nearly 25 partners today. All major states are covered. Most of the cities are covered. And through them, the users can go there, purchase the device, and we also have now trained trainers in many of these locations who will actually provide them the training. Apart from that, we have self-training manuals, also available in Braille, also in audio DAISY format, which is navigable format where people can actually listen to audio. Our sensors show that we have almost 15 million visually impaired people, and which is like the size of many countries. Okay. And of course, there is a significant number who are actually visually impaired because of the age, because they lost their eyesight over age. But we still estimate 5 to 6 million people who can actually be very productive and be part of the economic, social and economic system. If we can provide them mobility aids, we can provide them education support and so on. We see a lot of scope that over a period of time, we will be able to get devices which will actually make the life of visually impaired much simpler.
I used to hold someone's hand. Now it's I can walk easily because I have a smart cane.
As you can see, technology is not just about innovation for the sake of science. It's about how we can apply these advances to change the way we live, travel, and interact for the better. And Business Connection is doing just that by focusing all of its extensive resources on making a real difference in people's lives. The company aims to develop the use of innovative and beneficial technology across the African continent.
Business Connection is Africa's leading IT outsourcing company with a focus on integrating innovative business solutions with advanced information and communications technology.
Business Connection has a 30-year history behind it. Benjamin and I, who's my late twin brother, started in 1996 when we started Business Connection. In 2003, and we did a merger with Comprex. Comprex has been a business that has been known as Percival Q-Data, which has a 30-year history. So combined, Business Connection has been in existence through acquisitions over the years. We employ 7,000 people, and Business Connection is the leading ICT service provider on the African continent. And we have, over time, we are known as an outsourcing services provider, and we're well known for our data center. We're the first ICT company on the continent to build Tier 4 data centers.
It was Business Connection's initiative to expand the reach of technology across the African continent that first inspired MyWorld of Tomorrow, a unique global movement that would bring the world's most innovative minds and revolutionary technology to Africa.
One of Africa's biggest challenges are unique. I think infrastructure is one of those, that the infrastructure is still not to be where it should be. But if you look what has happened with the mobile explosion today, today more people than ever are able to be contacted via the mobile technology. Part of what we do is extending some of the technologies that are available and building on that and being able to create Africa's solutions for Africa's challenges, be in medicine, in health, education, transport, or mining for that matter. MyWorld of Tomorrow is Business Connection contribution to the African growth in the ICT sector.
Because of our mission, we started saying, well, you know, how really can we get behind this mission, this purpose of enriching communities by making the impossible possible through technology? And we began to think about this idea of saying, maybe all we need to do is to use our influence to actually facilitate an event which has at its focus the idea that technology is changing, the Internet of Things is becoming a reality, and if we can bring the diverse audiences and the diverse technology solution providers together in one place, we can create a think tank, a calling card for people to come together to say, you know what, we can use technology in ways we never imagined, and we realize this is the place to play it.
It's technology like this that's transforming our lives every day, and it's happening right here on the African continent. MyWorld of Tomorrow is an African-led movement of global technological innovation that seeks to explore what the future of technology has in store for us all. This unconventional event is the convergence of the world's most inventive thinkers and doers to unite through extraordinary technological innovation. Taking place from the 16th to the 18th of October 2014, MyWorld of Tomorrow will showcase how science, technology, and innovation will shape the future of business and society across Africa and the world. MyWorld of Tomorrow belongs to us all. More than just an event, it's a global movement, and it starts with us.
MyWorld of Tomorrow will play host to some of the world's leading innovators who will share their ideas and insights on stage at the event. Jared Cohen is the best-selling author of The New Digital Age, as well as the director of Google Ideas, an interdisciplinary think tank based in New York. Jeremy Bailenson is the founding director of Stanford University's Virtual Human Interaction Lab, which is dedicated to understanding the dynamics and implications of interactions among people in virtual reality simulations. Kevin Ashton is a technology pioneer renowned for inventing the concept of the Internet of Things, which explores the notion of advanced connectivity that goes beyond machine-to-machine communication and extends to the physical world. Featured on the cover of Forbes Africa as one of Forbes' 30 under 30 best young entrepreneurs, Rapelang Rabana is the founder of the technology education company Rekindle Learning, which delivers innovative learning solutions on mobile devices for both schoolgoers and corporate employees. Michael Jordan served as the Chief Executive Officer of First National Bank and is acclaimed for his revolutionary technological advances in the banking industry and beyond. Emma Sadler is a media law consultant and speaker with a focus on all aspects of print, electronic and social media law. Arthur Goldstuck is a South African journalist, media analyst and commentator on information and communications technology and the impact it has on business, government and the financial services sector.
For further information about the conference speakers, event details, and much more, visit mwatafrica.com or follow us on Twitter. The future is filled with possibility, and the world of tomorrow is getting a little closer every day. Join us again next week as we discover more insights into the way technology is turning today's ideas into tomorrow's reality.